Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Max and Mia podcast, your cozy corner to improve your English in a fun, natural way. I'm Max.
And I'm Mia. Thanks for joining us again. We hope you're having a great day wherever you are, at home, walking your dog, driving to work, or maybe just relaxing with a cup of coffee.
So, here's a question. Have you ever caught yourself using the same English words over and over again?
Like saying nice for everything, or very before every adjective? It happens to all of us, even native speakers.
Today, we're going to help you do just that. We've picked 20 super common words that people overuse all the time, and we'll show you what to say instead. So, if you're ready to take your English from just fine to something truly expressive, you're in the right place.
Let's freshen up that vocabulary and make your English stand out in the best way.
Let's get started.
All right, our first word is good.
A classic. We say good all the time. That's good. You did a good job. This is a good idea.
But there are so many better ways to say it. Instead of good, you can say great, excellent, fantastic, wonderful, or outstanding.
Let's pick two of those and try some examples. I'll go with great first.
Go ahead.
Okay. She gave a great presentation at the meeting yesterday. It's short and natural. Better than just saying a good presentation.
Nice. I will try one with fantastic. Here it goes. We had a fantastic time at the beach last weekend.
I love it. It sounds more exciting than just saying a good time.
Exactly. Small changes like this can really level up your English.
Next up is the word bad.
Whew. Another word we use all the time. Bad day, bad movie, bad idea.
But if you want to sound more expressive, there are stronger words you can use, like awful, terrible, lousy, horrible, or dreadful.
Let's choose two. I'll go with awful.
That's a nice one.
Here's an example. The weather was awful yesterday. It rained all day and the wind was crazy.
Good one. I'll use terrible. For example, that movie was terrible. I almost fell asleep.
As you can see, saying terrible or awful makes your opinion much clearer.
Exactly. More emotion and more color.
All right, let's move on to another common word, big.
Yep, we say big for everything. A big house, a big problem, a big surprise.
But there are stronger and more specific ways to say it. You can use huge, massive, enormous, gigantic, or substantial.
Let's try two of those. I'll pick huge.
Go for it.
Okay, it would be like, that dog is huge. It looks like a small bear.
I'll go with enormous. They have an enormous garden behind their house. It's like a park.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Definitely not just big.
Exactly. Words like these help you be more precise and sound more natural.
Now let's talk about the word small.
Yes, another one we use all the time. Small bag, small room, small dog.
But if you want to add more variety, you can say tiny, petite, miniature, compact, or little.
Let's try two. I'll go with tiny first.
That's a nice choice.
Here's an example. Look at this tiny kitten. It fits in my hand.
Aw, I'll use compact. Like, this is a compact car. Perfect for city driving and parking.
As you can see, is much better than just saying small car.
Totally. These words can really make your English more fun and specific. Okay, the next word is one we love, happy.
Of course, everyone wants to be happy. But guess what? We say happy too much.
It's true. I'm happy today. She's happy with her job. He's happy with the food. It's like the salt of English. Always there.
Exactly. So let's add some flavor, not just salt. Try using cheerful, joyful, delighted, pleased, or content.
Nice list. I'll take delighted. It sounds so elegant.
Yeah, like you're in a fancy British movie.
Right? Okay, I was delighted to get your invitation. Thank you.
Love it. Now I'll try content, more relaxed. Example. After dinner and a good movie, I just felt content.
Oof, that's a good kind of happy. Not jumping around, just peaceful.
Exactly. So next time you feel happy, think about what kind of happy and pick a better word.
Okay, Mia, here's a question. What's something that feels super easy for you?
Making pasta. I can do it with my eyes closed. It's so easy.
Nice. For me, remembering song lyrics. That stuff just stays in my head forever.
Lucky you. But let's be real. Easy is a word we all overuse.
Totally. But we have better ways to say it, like simple, effortless, straightforward, painless, or uncomplicated.
Let's give some real examples. I'll take painless.
Okay.
Don't worry about the dentist. It was a painless experience. That one works so well with things people are nervous about.
Definitely. I'll go with uncomplicated. Here's mine. Their relationship is uncomplicated. They just get each other.
Oh, that's sweet. See, each word gives a slightly different feeling. Not just easy, but what kind of easy.
Exactly. So next time you reach for easy, think, can you say it in a cooler way? All right, let's switch things up a bit. Next up, hard. What's something hard you've had to do lately?
Oh, definitely moving my furniture around. I thought it would be easy, but no, it was so hard.
I feel that. Sometimes it's just like, why did I think this was going to be easy? But we always use hard to talk about things that are tough or challenging.
Exactly. But we have some awesome alternatives. Instead of saying hard, you can say difficult, challenging, tough, tricky, or demanding.
Ooh, I like challenging. It makes it sound like a fun obstacle.
Yeah, let's go with that. Example. Running a marathon is definitely challenging, but it's so rewarding.
Great one. Now, I'll try demanding. For example, that job interview was really demanding. They asked so many tough questions.
Yes, that sounds intense, but it's true. Demanding gives more of a feeling that it requires a lot of effort.
Definitely. So next time you're talking about something that's hard, you've got some cool alternatives to spice it up.
Okay, here's a classic. Nice. We all say it, right? She's nice. The weather's nice. That was a nice gift.
Yeah, it's the go-to word for everything that feels, well, okay. But we can do better. There are so many more colorful ways to say it.
Absolutely. Instead of nice, you can say pleasant, lovely, charming, delightful, or friendly.
Ooh, charming sounds so elegant. Let me try that. He gave me a charming smile when I walked in.
Love it. So much more special than just say nice smile. I'll go with delightful. Here's an example. Delightful weather we're having today, isn't it?
As you can see, using words like these makes things sound more, well, delightful.
Exactly. So next time, instead of saying something's nice, try one of these to make it sound even better.
All right, Mia. Now tell me, what's something that always makes you feel tired?
Oh, for sure. Late nights of studying. I always end up feeling totally tired the next day.
I feel you. Tired is one of those words we all use way too much, right? I'm tired. She's tired. We're all tired. But we've got so many more expressive ways to say it.
Exactly. Instead of saying tired, you could use exhausted, worn out, sleepy, weary, or drained.
Let's start with exhausted. It really paints the picture, doesn't it? I was exhausted after my 10-hour workday.
Oof, that sounds rough. I'll try drained. After all the meetings, I was completely drained. I just wanted to go home and sleep.
I know the feeling. Worn out also works really well, like I'm worn out from running errands all day.
Yes. So next time you're feeling tired, pick one of these words to express it better. You'll sound way more authentic.
All right, here's a word we all love to use. Very. We say it in almost every sentence, right? It's very cold. She's very nice. I'm very excited.
Totally. But honestly, very gets a little boring after a while. There are way cooler ways to say it.
For sure. Instead of just saying very, you can say really, extremely, incredibly, super, or exceptionally.
Let's give some examples. I'll go with really. She's really good at cooking. Simple, but it works.
Nice. I'll try extremely. That hike was extremely challenging. I thought I wouldn't make it to the top.
Whoa, sounds intense. Now, I'll go with incredibly. The movie was incredibly funny. I couldn't stop laughing.
I love that one. And if you're feeling extra fancy, you can use exceptionally. She did an exceptionally great job on the project.
Right. It sounds so much more impressive than just saying very good.
Exactly. So next time you catch yourself saying very, think of these words instead and make your sentences pop. Okay, Mia, we need to talk about this word, so. You know, we use it in everything, right? I'm so hungry. That's so cool. You're so funny.
Ha! Guilty as charged. But honestly, sometimes it feels like we're overusing it. Like, there's gotta be a better way to say it.
Exactly. So instead of just saying so, you could say such, truly, utterly, seriously, or absolutely.
Love these options. All right, let's start with such. Like, instead of, that's so awesome, you could say, that's such a cool idea.
Nice. I'll switch it up with truly. Truly amazing. I can't believe how good this food is.
Oh, fancy. I'm going with utterly. After that workout, I felt utterly exhausted, like I couldn't move.
Yeah, that definitely hits hard. Okay, now I'll try seriously. I'm seriously considering a new hobby. I think I need a change.
I like that one. And if you want to go all in, you can always go with absolutely. Absolutely no way I'm waking up at 6 a.m. for that meeting.
Haha, that's a solid one. It just adds that extra bit of emphasis, right?
Exactly. So next time you catch yourself saying so, mix it up with these words and make it more fun.
All right, Mia. What do you think about the word really? I feel like we say it all the time.
100%. It's one of those words that's almost always in our conversations. I really like this. I really need to go to bed. I'm really excited. You know the drill.
Haha, exactly. But it's kind of boring. There's got to be better ways to express what we mean.
Right. Instead of really, how about switching it up with genuinely, honestly, literally, or deeply?
Let's try it. I'll go first with genuinely. Genuinely impressed by how you handled that situation. That was amazing.
Ooh, I like that. I'll switch it to honestly. For example, honestly, I can't even remember the last time I had a proper vacation.
Oh, I feel that. Now, how about literally? I literally cannot function without coffee in the morning.
Ha! Same. And if we want to go a bit deeper, we can use deeply. I deeply appreciate everything you've done for me.
That one's nice and heartfelt. And if we want to go for the ultimate vibe, there's totally, I'm totally down for that plan. Let's make it happen.
Totally. I love how each of these alternatives gives a little extra feeling to what we're saying. Makes everything sound more personal.
Exactly. So next time you're about to say really, throw in something else and see how it feels.
Okay, Max, what's something that you've done too much of lately?
Haha, easy. Scrolling through my phone. I've been on TikTok way too much. I lose track of time.
Tell me about it. Too is a word we all use when something's just too much. But here's the thing. There are way cooler ways to say it.
Oh, I'm all about the alternatives. Instead of saying too, we can use overly, excessively, unduly, or extremely.
Let's mix it up. I'm going to start with overly. That movie was overly dramatic. Honestly, I couldn't handle it.
That's a good one. I'm going to go with excessively. I've been excessively tired lately. Maybe it's time for a nap.
Definitely. Now, I'm going to try way, super casual. Honestly, that test was way too hard. I don't know how anyone passed.
Yeah, that sounds like way too much. I'll go with unduly. He was unduly harsh with his feedback. I think he could have been nicer.
That one really hits. And for the final punch, I'll go with extremely. I was extremely nervous before my presentation. My hands were shaking.
I love that one. So, next time you catch yourself saying too, Why not try one of these instead? Makes things sound way more interesting.
All right, Max, let's talk greetings. We've all used what's up at least once today, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's the go-to question when you see someone, but it's almost like every time you ask it, it sounds the same. What's up?
True. It can feel a little stale sometimes. So, how about we spice it up? Instead of always saying, what's up, we can switch it out with, how's it going? How are things? What's new? How have you been? Or the classic sup, if you're feeling casual.
Nice. I like this. Let's try with how's it going. Hey, Mia. How's it going today? Anything exciting?
Great one. Now let's go with how are things? Yo, Max, how are things on your end? Busy?
That one's smooth. I'll go with what's new. Hey, what's new with you? Got any cool plans this week?
Oh, I'll hit you with how have you been? Max, it's been a while. How have you been lately?
I like that. And if we're keeping it really chill, we can just go with sup, like, yo, sup, Mia? Everything good?
Sup definitely has that laid-back vibe. But seriously, these alternatives just make the greeting feel more personal.
Exactly. So, next time you're about to drop a what's up, just try mixing it up and keep the convo fresh. Okay, Mia, you ever hear something so wild that you just have to say, no way?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, who doesn't say no way when something totally unexpected happens? Like, you're telling me we're going to Paris tomorrow? No way.
Ha, I've been there. But after a while, saying no way all the time gets kinda predictable, right?
Totally. So instead of no way, we can switch it up with seriously? Are you kidding me? You're joking. For real? Or even get out of here.
I love it. Let's try with seriously first. Like, wait, you're telling me you've never seen that movie? Seriously?
Oh, I'd totally say that. Now, let's go with are you kidding me? It sounds like this. Are you kidding me? That's the best news I've heard all day.
Good one. I'll hit you with you're joking. You're joking. There's no way they actually did that.
I love that. Let's get some drama with for real. Here's an example. You're really going? For real? You're leaving tomorrow? I can't believe it.
I'm here for it. And, of course, if you're really excited, you can throw in get out of here. It would sound like, get out of here. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Love it. These just make it sound so much more fun and real, right?
Exactly. So next time you want to say no way, give one of these a try and keep it fresh.
All right, Max. I gotta ask, what do you do when you don't have an answer to something? Like, when someone asks you a question and you just don't know.
Easy answer. I just say, I don't know. No shame in that.
Totally. But you know what? There's something a bit bland about always saying, I don't know, right? Why not switch it up a bit?
I'm with you. Instead of saying, I don't know, you could go with, no idea, not sure, beats me, I'm not certain, or can't say.
I love those. Let's try no idea first. Where did I leave my keys? No idea.
Classic. I'll go with not sure. Not sure. But I think the meeting is at 3 p.m., not 2.
Ooh, I like that. And if you want to keep it short and sweet, the perfect option would be can't say. For example, can't say for sure, but I'll check and let you know.
Ha, I dig that one. So next time you're caught off guard and have no answer, try switching up your I don't know with one of these.
Okay, Max, let's talk about how we express our opinions. How often do you say, I think?
Honestly, all the time. It's like my default for everything, even when I'm pretty sure about something.
Same. But here's the thing. I think can get a little tired after a while, right? There are so many other ways to say it.
For sure. Instead of just saying I think, you could say I believe, I suppose, in my opinion, I guess, or from my perspective.
Nice. I'm down for this. Let's go with I believe first. I believe we're going to get a lot of rain this week, so we should be prepared.
I like that. How about I suppose? I suppose we could try something different, but I'm not entirely convinced.
Ooh, that's good. Let's try in my opinion. In my opinion, this new coffee shop is way better than the old one.
I love that. And now, let's hit them with, I guess. I guess we'll have to wait and see how it goes.
Nice. For something a little more formal, let's throw in, from my perspective. From my perspective, we should focus more on long-term goals than short-term wins.
Whoa, that sounds super insightful. Definitely a more thoughtful way to express an opinion.
Exactly. It adds a little extra punch, right? So next time you're about to say, I think, throw in one of these alternatives and make your point sound even stronger.
All right, Mia. You ever get so excited about something that you just say, that's good, and leave it at that?
Oh, definitely. But honestly, it feels like such a basic response sometimes, you know? Like, I want to sound more pumped about things.
I hear you. Instead of always saying, that's good, we can mix it up and go with, that's great, that's awesome, that's fantastic, that's wonderful, or even sounds amazing.
Nice, I'm all in. Let's start with, that's great. That's great. I can't believe we finally got the tickets.
That's a good one. Now, how about that's awesome? Whoa, that's awesome. You've finished the project already?
Ooh, I like that. Now I'll go with that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I knew you'd crush that presentation.
Nice. Let's try with that's wonderful. Like, that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. That's such good news.
That's got a warm feel to it. And for something super enthusiastic, I'll throw in sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. I'm in. Count me in for sure.
Haha, love it. You can really hear the excitement when you say, sounds amazing, right?
Exactly. So next time you're about to say, that's good, throw in one of these and really amp up the energy.
You know, Mia, the other day I was watching this movie, and by the end, boom, I was so sad. Like, emotionally destroyed.
Oh no, what happened?
The dog dies. Why does the dog always die?
Ugh, that gets me every time. But hey, sad doesn't even begin to cover that kind of pain. Sometimes you need words with a bit more weight.
Exactly. Instead of just saying sad, you could say miserable, down, unhappy, gloomy, or heartbroken.
Let's start with miserable. After the breakup, she felt completely miserable, like nothing made sense anymore.
Oof, yeah. And heartbroken really hits, too. He was heartbroken when his best friend moved away.
Yeah, those two carry some serious emotion. Now, how about something more low-key, like down? For example, I've just been feeling kinda down lately. Not sure why.
That one's super relatable. Let's try unhappy. She seemed unhappy with her job, even though she didn't say much.
And finally, a classic one, gloomy. The weather's been so gloomy. It totally matches my mood.
Right? So, next time you're feeling sad, remember, you've got more expressive ways to say it.
More words, more nuance, more human. That's the goal. Okay, Max, honest question. Do you ever say something is quite good and not really mean it?
Yes. Quite good can either mean actually amazing or just meh. It's okay, depending on how British I feel.
It's such a weird little word. Super polite, but also super vague sometimes.
Exactly. But the cool thing is, there are a bunch of ways to say quite depending on the vibe, like fairly, rather, kind of, moderately, and somewhat.
Let's go with fairly first. She's fairly confident about the interview, but still a little nervous.
I like that one. Now, try kind of. It's more casual. I kind of like this song, but I wouldn't add it to my playlist.
That's a mood. What about rather? It sounds a bit fancy. He was rather surprised by how well the meeting went.
Totally posh. Okay, now for moderately, very neutral. The dish was moderately spicy. Not too much, not too little.
And last one, somewhat. She seemed somewhat interested, but not fully convinced.
Nice. So, whether you're being polite, hesitant, or just not super sure, you've got lots of ways to express it beyond just quite.
Exactly. Words are tools. Use the right one for the feeling you're really trying to express. And that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed the alternatives we shared today.
Yeah. And if you have any other words you'd like us to explore, drop a comment. We love hearing from you.
Don't forget to hit like if this helped, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. We've got some cool stuff coming your way.
Exactly. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you next time with more words and good vibes.
Take care, guys. See you soon.